Welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. It's my Eurovision 2022 Top 40 Rankings Countdown. It's place number 30, Israel, Michael Ben David, I Am. Please do click on the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and as always, like, share, and comment below. So as always, we will have the video, or the music video of the entry appearing somewhere around here. No sound again, as I'm afraid. But here with Israel, we've already had quite a bit of drama so far this Eurovision season, which is quite appropriate for what is quite a dramatic song. But first of all, when Michael won Israel X Factor, which was the kind of the selection method for Israel again this year, there was some talk about how there were creative differences with the delegation and that he might not be going, and that seems to have got put behind us. And then just quite recently, there was another big hoo-ha saying that Israel couldn't go to Turin because there was going to be a strike of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Israel, which meant that they couldn't provide the security for the delegation, etc. I think at the time of recording that seems to have been resolved, but it's been a little bit of a roller coaster so far as well, which seems quite, as I say, quite well linked to what is a very dramatic and sassy song. Now, Michael, he is actually son of Georgian Jewish parents. Actually, they emigrated from Kyiv in Ukraine. Sadly, he has had quite a lot of homophobic abuse since the release of the song, and compounded with the fact that he's his parents have been very religious. It's not been a very easy time for him as well. So I sort of really admire that this is a really quite defiant kind of song. It's up tempo. It's very catchy. As I say, it's quite sassy, and also I quite like towards 2/3 of the way through this song, we get that kind of classic Israeli Middle East sound when he does a kind of a sort of a mini dance breakdown, which is always great to see from an Israeli entry. And I don't think this has been getting quite a lot of nasty hate or reaction from some quarters, and I think that's totally unjustified. I think it is quite a fun track. This is down at number 30, which is relatively low, but I don't dislike the song. I do enjoy it. I think the reason why I have it here is it's gone down from where I did have it. This version, which is the Eurovision version, is a revamp of the original that was shown in the X Factor, and I preferred the revamp. It just seemed to have, particularly at the particularly in kind of the beat drop, I much preferred the beat drop in the original version. This one has a kind of a fluty one, which I just don't think works quite as well. And I also think, just while it is a fun track, there's a certain cheapness about it in some of the production. I feel that's just my particular view. It is almost a manifestation of a RuPaul's Drag Race song. You can just imagine this being. It sounds such like a RuPaul's Drag Race song, and combined with all the kind of ballsiness that those have. I don't know how it's going to do at Eurovision. I think it's not been put in a very good slot in its running order in the semi-final. It's in place number 2, which is quite challenging. So I think he's really going to have to do a really good stand-up performance, either vocally or just how he comes across, or some really interesting staging to make this stand out, and hopefully get Israel through to the final, which they've been pretty good at as of in recent years. But we shall see. But we wish Michael well, and do come back again for my next rankings place.